Today we wanted to talk about moving date when you purchase a home. Now we wanted to move into the new homes. That's going to be a lot of work, but it's worth it.
Absolutely. So 35.5 million Americans typically move every single year. So you are not alone with this. Can be a little bit overwhelming when we're moving in, and we've done it a couple times. We're definitely going to throw in our own information on how we've done it beforehand, and we are not getting paid for this video at all by anybody. This is just our personal experiences.
Exactly. Therefore, definitely make sure you have your checklist and you act on it, and then basically we go through all the steps that we actually took personally, and hopefully it helps with your checklist.
I would say for my basic right next to me, what I'm going to need first, the very first bag you need to know where it is going to have your toiletries, it's going to have at least one change of clothes, any medication that you might have, and of course your laptop, because I cannot imagine moving in and not knowing where my laptop is. That would just freak me out. I would put that as, honestly, that would be coming in with me first. It's the very first thing I'm going to take. And then also I would say have an essential box. This is your essentials, and we're going to talk about what to put into the essential box.
But before that, let's do our introduction.
Absolutely, let's hit it. Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Also, you can call text all the time, 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. Don't be shy. Also, grab our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below. Now, let's talk about what I would put into this box for us.
Well, you talk about it because you're very excited about this.
Okay, so for this box, I would say you would have toilet paper, a shower curtain. Make sure you have the shower curtain rings as well. At least one towel. Maybe everybody can share the towel the first night, but we need at least one towel. Some bedding, because you need your bed linens. What else? You want to add more to my list?
Basic cookware, like any pot or
at least
pans.
One. At least one.
Cooking a spoon, at least one. Eating utensils, and the basic cleaning supplies, which is super important.
Don't forget the plates there. At least one set of plates.
Exactly. And personal hygiene items. What else?
All your chargers, phone chargers, laptop chargers, anything that is electronic that you cannot imagine going to bed at night not plugging in. Yeah, that's going in the box.
And also, the most important part, all the important documents, identification, lease, or home purchase paper, everything should be with you.
So after we've moved in that first box, now we're going to talk about move-in day as well. Moving can be, and we've moved cross-country ourselves. I can say we never had to drive the U-Haul. I would have driven U-Haul. It was always on the list, but we always ended up getting a good deal with U-Pack. Which is a great thing as well. Again, we're not getting paid. We just had good experiences to where we could just drive our car with our essentials in the car, and then they bring the rest of the stuff, which was a lovely thing. So either way, have a plan of action for how your stuff is going to get to your new house.
Exactly. Therefore,
now we're talking about moving day, yeah.
Yes, we were talking about moving day, and first thing, arriving at your new home. No?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happens, that when the moving truck pulls up, and quick walkthrough with them, and make sure that everything is in order, and prepare for putting it in the truck, and then get delivered to where you want it to be.
Okay, so when you get to the house, we're talking about getting to the new house, not beforehand. Okay, so when we get to the house, we're going to unload it, and we're going to organize as much as we can. So when we have packed the bags, hopefully you did exactly what my husband does, which is label every box. So he labels all the boxes. These are kitchen boxes, these are bedroom boxes, so these are living room boxes, so that way you can move the boxes to the room that they are supposed to be in. Exactly. Right, so he's great at labeling these boxes, and therefore when you are unloading, you really simply say, oh, this is the kitchen, I can put this in the kitchen, even if we're not opening the box right now because it's not the essential, it's in the right place.
Exactly. Therefore, if you end up like us to using a U-Pack, what we did, either we did it ourselves, took our time, or you can again hire the professionals. When the boxes or the truck arrives, they unload it for you to your place.
Now, I would say if you're going to do it yourself, which is what we've always done, we talked about labeling. If you are using movers, you can direct them. Basically, you can read the box and say, hey, that's kitchen, bring it to the kitchen. And then first thing you want to do is what? Set up all your furniture.
Furniture, exactly.
So we want to make sure the beds are in order so you have a place to sleep at night, and sofas are put together so you have a place to sit when you are too tired from unpacking. And what else?
And if you are like us, that we didn't have even a curtain for a couple of days, that is also you need to think about. At least the room that you wanted to sleep had a curtain.
Oh wow. Okay, so once you have all the boxes in the room, and you have settled, you figure out where everything's sleeping. Now I would focus when you're going towards boxes. The very first rooms I'm going to tell you to focus on is your kitchen and your bathroom, because these are places everybody's going to need to use. So you need to know, those are also the hardest to pack and the hardest to unpack. So I would say focus on the kitchen, focus on the bathrooms. That way you can actually use these things, because these are the most used places in the home. So these are the heart of the home. We have to use them.
Exactly. What is the next step?
And then after that, I would unpack one room at a time. So if you put all the boxes like bedroom, and then living room, kitchen, office, go one room at a time. That way you are feeling it's not overwhelming. Especially, and I would again focus on the kitchen first. Once that's done, then the living room, then the bedroom, or whatever you want to do.
And I'm hoping that you had a family or somebody, friends close by that can help you. But a couple of times that we moved, we did it all ourselves.
We did.
Which could be very overwhelming.
And I typically focused on the kitchen first. But the unpacking.
Now, you wanted to talk about unpacking in order?
A little bit. I would say when you're in the bedroom, first thing you're going to do is make sure that the beds are unpacked and that you put the linens on the beds. After that, putting your clothes away can take a little longer. It's a lot more.
A shower curtain.
But
super
all
important.
of the things you need is a place to sleep at night. So when we go to the bathroom, you just said what we're going to do in the bathroom.
Basically, we're going to do the shower curtain and toiletries. And then my wife said kitchen is the essential. Unpack the kitchen like a cookware, groceries for your pantry. Definitely, this is super important. And then we focus on...
Not just groceries. If you're unpacking, it's a lot of physical labor. So you want to have a plan of action for dinner or a plan of action for food, because we're going to be super hungry that day. So just remember, you're doing a lot of work. So we plan for the food ahead of time too.
And the next thing is living area. If you wanted to arrange furniture or you're waiting for your furniture to arrive because you bought the brand new furniture online and you're waiting for deliveries.
So after your essentials, I would say unpack as needed over time. And we still have some boxes that we've never unpacked, which means we probably don't need those boxes. We can probably toss them, because if it's something that you honestly haven't used in a year, what's the purpose of keeping it? Bring new places. But the thing is, when we're moving in, the first thing you want to do is just make it feel like your space. It's not just an empty space. It is now your space. So put whatever makes it yours out there. So it might be pictures. It could be your art that you love. It could be the books that you read all the time. Make this home into a home, because make it your personal. What else you would say?
Basically adding the life with the plants or whatever is the memory and is very valuable to
and air quality. So this is our quick reminder. I know move-in day is super stressful. We try to talk to you about what we've done it ourselves. So we want to kind of just share what we know. And we are real estate agents, and we'd love to help you.
Yeah, alandvictoria.com. Please go there or call Alan Victoria Real Estate Agent in Greenville at 252-327-3357. Thank you.